Okay, so I'm continuing on with the EOG released problems. Right now I'm working on number 27. So we're working on problem number 27. And here we go. Fourth grade students were surveyed about their favorite pizza topping. This graph shows the results. How many more fourth graders chose pepperoni or sausage than chose the other toppings? Okay, so let's take a look. Let's go back and do our cubes on it. Any important numbers is actually going to be everything over here on this column because that's telling us the total number of students. All right. And the question, how many more? How many more fourth graders chose? Okay. And our key terms in here, it's going to be how many more? How many more fourth graders chose pepperoni or sausage and chose the other toppings? So when we hear the terms, how many more, that means that you're finding the difference between something. You got to find the difference between something. And in this case, you're going to find the difference between pepperoni and sausage and the other ones. Pepperoni and sausage together and the other ones. So let's go and read our graph. You've got cheese right here, 25. So you go all the way up, you go across, and you see 25. So we're going to write our numbers in there. 25 students chose cheese, pepperoni. We're going to go to that one. You go all the way up. 35. 35 students chose pepperoni. And let's go to sausage. 15. 15 students chose sausage. Mushroom. 10 students chose mushrooms. Okay. So you are asking yourself again, how many more fourth graders chose pepperoni or sausage than chose the other toppings? So when you say pepperoni or sausage, that means them together. So that means this is a multi-step problem. You're going to have to add up the pepperoni and sausage together first. So you got 35 for the pepperoni and sausage, 15 for your sausage. You add those up, 5 and 5 is 10. You have to regroup. So you got 1 plus 3 is 4, plus another 1 is 5. So 50 students chose pepperoni or sausage. Okay, you have to combine those. And now you have to figure out the other toppings. And we have to do the same thing and add the other ones up. So now we're talking about cheese and mushroom. So you've got 25 for the cheese and you have 10 for the mushrooms. We're adding those up. 35. Okay. So we have to find the difference between the two. That means you are subtracting the bigger number minus the smaller number. 50 minus 35. Okay, 0 minus 5 you can't do, so that means you have to ungroup right here. That becomes 4 tens. That becomes a 10. 10 minus 5, 5 in the ones column, 4 minus 3 in the tens column, that gives you 15. So 15 students is the difference. 15 more students chose pepperoni or sausage than the others. And your answer is going to be C for that one. The answer is going to be C for that one. Number 28 is our next problem that we're working on. And let's see, we'll go ahead and read it. Last week, Jeff read 8 pages of his book. This week, he has read 6 times as many pages as last week. How many pages has Jeff read altogether during the 2 weeks? Okay. And your choices, you got A, B, C, and D right there. We're going to go back through and do our cubes on that one. Key numbers, 8 pages, 6 times. Okay. as many. And your question, how many pages did you read altogether? So what are some of our key terms in here that we can box up? Obviously, it's got to be times as many. Times as many. So when you see times as many, that's an indication that you're going to be doing a multiplication. Part of your solving the problem is going to require you to do some multiplication. And other key terms, all together. Okay, so how many pages has Jeff read altogether? So that means altogether you're combining something. So you're going to be adding also. So you got a couple different steps you're going to be doing in here, at least a multiplication, and you're going to be doing an addition. So let's go back, reread it, and we're going to jump into the problem here. So last week, Jeff read 8 pages of his book. This week, he read 6 times as many pages as last week. So let's figure out this week first. This week is 6 times as many as last week. Okay? So you have 6 times your 8. And knowing your math facts, you know that it's 6 groups of 8 or 8 groups of 6 is what you have. And that's going to be 48. Okay? And that's for this week. So 48, would that be our answer? No, it's not, because we got another step to do. All together, we need to add up last week. Okay? So last week, 8 pages. So when we combine the 48 plus the 8, you're going to get 56, and your answer is going to be D. Your answer is D for that one. All right, so we're going to move on down to number 29. So we're moving on down to number 29. Which polygon can have 4 sides of equal length, 2 pairs of parallel sides, and no right angles? Okay, so your choices are rectangle, trapezoid, rhombus, square. All right, let's take a look. Key numbers in here, 4 sides, 2 pairs. Okay, and our question, of course, which polygon can have 4 sides of equal length, 2 pairs of parallel sides, and no right angle? So it's got to have all 3 of those. In order to be the answer to this question, it has to satisfy each of those. It has to have 4 sides of equal length, 2 pairs of parallel sides, and no right angles. If it doesn't have either one of those right there, that means that that's not our answer. Okay, so it has to have all 3. So let's look at them. Rectangle can look like this. Okay, does it have 4 sides of equal length? Nope, these are longer than theirs, so this is going to be eliminated because it doesn't have 4 sides of equal length. Okay, trapezoid. And let's see here. It's an example of a trapezoid, and I'll put it over here. So we have trapezoid, 4 sides of equal length. It's possible. 2 pairs of parallel sides. So here is one parallel, here's one parallel. This one and this one are not going to be parallel, because if this line continues, it would intersect. So it's not parallel with two pairs of sides. So that eliminates that one. So that one's eliminated, that one eliminated. Let's go to C, which is going to be your rhombus. So for your rhombus, there's different types you can have here. Let's come on over here and let's see here. So what can a rhombus look like? Rhombus can look like that. So can it have 4 equal sides? Yes, it can. Of equal length. Can it have 2 pairs of parallel sides? Yeah, those are never going to intersect. They are both parallel, both pairs right there. No right angles. Remember, a right angle is 90 degrees. It doesn't have any right angles, so it satisfies that one, and no right angles. So our answer is going to be C. So your answer is going to be C for that one, for number 29. Okay, so we're now on problem number 30. Maria drank 3 liters of water last week. Her friend drank twice as much water as Maria. How many milliliters of water did they both drink? Okay, so we're going to go back and do our cubes on that one. Key numbers. Maria drank 3 liters. Her friend drank twice as much water. How many milliliters? Our question, how many milliliters water did they both drink? Okay, so what are some of our key terms or phrases that we need to pay attention to? All right, so here we go. Twice as much. Both. So those are key terms. When you hear twice as much, that means a multiplying by 2 or, yep, multiplying by 2 here. Okay, or you can do repeated addition. But it's twice as much, 2 times. Both. So how many milliliters of water did they both drink? So this means together. How much did they drink together? So when you say both, this indicates that you have to add. So this is going to be a multi-step problem right here, where you're going to have to do some type of multiplication, and then you're going to have to do an addition. Okay, so let's go on and try to figure out here what they both drank. So Maria drank 3 liters of water last week. In order now, you look at the answer choices right here, they don't have them in liters, they have them in milliliters. And what you have to know and understand is that 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. So 1 liter is the equivalent of 1,000 milliliter. So that means that if one person drank 1 liter, you can also say that they drank 1,000 milliliter. If they drank 2 liters, you can also say that they drank 2,000 milliliters. Okay. So Maria drank 3 liters. So you've got for Maria 3 liters. And remember, we're getting our answers in milliliters, so you really have to multiply it times 1,000. And when you do that, you really only need to multiply the 3 times the 1. You get 3. You add up the zeros. That's 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 milliliter. Okay. So Maria drank 3,000 milliliters. Now her friend, and we're going to put F for friend. Her friend drank twice as much water as Maria. So if Maria drank 3,000, her friend drank twice as much. So that means you can do repeated addition and just add it one more time to itself. Or you can multiply it. 3,000 times 2, get the same answer. So regardless, her friend drank 6,000 and Maria drank 3,000. So the question is, how many milliliters of water did they both drink together? You got to add them up. You take this 6,000 for the friend, you take the 3,000 for Maria, and you're going to find your answer. 9,000 milliliters. Your answer is going to be D. So the answer here is D.